The Ministry of Agriculture is inviting all of Grenada to join in the national observance of World Food Day 2025, guided by the theme Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future. Our national celebrations will run from October 13th, culminating with the grand exhibition at the Old Trafford Playing Field, Tantine, on Friday, October 17th, 2025. Let us all unite to make this year's event the very best, connecting householders, farmers, agricultural partners, schools, and community groups. International World Food Day observance, October 16th. National World Food Day celebrations, October 13th to the 17th. Be a part of Grenada's food security drive.
Well, good afternoon to all our viewers and listeners. We're coming to you live from the Old Trafford Playing Field, Tantine. It's actually the afternoon session of the grand exhibition hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture and Lands Forestry. And it started with an opening ceremony earlier this morning. From all indications and all reactions, it's been high praise and commendation for the turnout and support from value chain partners. So this afternoon, we want to take you around some of the exhibitors and booths. However, we want to tell you that we congratulate the school children who this morning turned out, the wider population, and the crowd continues to build and build into the afternoon session. So our first stop is at the Forestry Department, Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry. Now, the Forestry Department plays a critical role in soil and water conservation. So let us go over to, yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. My name is Veron Williams from the Forestry Department, and we are here to display a wide variety of forest species. Basically, will be found in the forest reserves. We have here the Mammy apple, zebra pig, the hog plum. We have the gogo, the penny peas, the pomerols, balata. We have the wild nutmeg, the wild red nut, kakoli, stinking tor, and water lemon. We also have some brochure here with the fauna and fauna found in the Forest Department. And basically we have here some important documents on the Grenada dove. That's one of the species, forest species we conserve at the Mount Hackman and Perseverance site.
And it's interesting that you have here Caribbean Spice Island plants.
Yes, a book. So we have here this Caribbean Spice Plant book, which we offer for sale. We have the soft copy, which is $80, and the hard copy at $100. You can contact the Forestry Department and you can make that purchase whenever your time is.
We know that the Forestry Department has a Christmas tree program every year, almost at the end of the year. Tell us a little on that.
Oh, so I should speak a little bit about the I could speak a little bit about the hunting season is presently open from the 1st of October to the 31st of December, which runs for 3 months. And also in December, we have a sale of the Christmas tree where we will harvest it and we'll sell the plants at $10 per feet. Yeah. So you can contact the forestry department and make your appointment and reservation to have your tree ready in time for Christmas decorations and celebration.
Okay, so as earlier mentioned, there is a wide display of all sorts of products. All sorts of products on display here this afternoon at Canteen. And can you tell us what exactly is here?
Yes. Okay, so we're Welcome Stone Distillery. We just launched this year, so we're brand new, but we're here in Grenada and we make whiskey from corn. It's coming from local corn. And
can you say that again? That was fast.
Whiskey. We make it from corn. So what's cool about our whiskey is no other Caribbean island ever made whiskey before. So we're literally the first to do it. Yeah.
From scratch to final product?
Scratch to final product. I do bring in rye barrels from Kentucky for blending and aging. But yeah, we're working with the corn from here.
So tell us about your connection with local farmers in terms of purchasing corn.
So I'm always having conversations. I'm everywhere I go. I'm picking up farmers. I'm like, do you know anyone growing corn?
So farmers throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, here's an opportunity to grow corn to supply Welcome Stone Distilling Company.
So fun fact, it takes about 1,000 pounds of dried corn seeds to make 1 barrel. So I literally can't get enough. So please contact me if you grow corn. Yeah. Thank you so much.
How has the testing been going all week?
Amazing. It's been so fun. Yeah, it's been so fun.
So to someone listening, where can they get your product?
We are in Real Value IGA and also in Calls, and we're in a lot of the bars. So you can go try it at a bar.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So to all our viewers, we ask you to stay with us because we'll be back at the Land Use Department to feature what they have on display. So this is the grand exhibition, World Food Day 2025. World Food Day is observed under the theme, Hand in Hand for Better Foods and a Better Future. So the theme for this year's World Food Day celebration, Hand in Hand for Better Foods and a Better Future. And again, it's interesting to note there is a huge display from several value chain partners. So right now we're at the desk promoting the conservation of Grenada's national dove, Leptotila welsii. Can you tell us about your display here today, whom you represent, and how has the patronizing been going?
All right, so we are GAD Conservation Network. We have recently completed the Dove Conservation Action Plan last week, and we're invited to have a display here at the National Food Day. And so what we decided to do was to bring out, engage with a lot of the youth, a lot of the kids that are going to be attending here today, which actually was the larger group that did attend. So we did put together some word scrambles. We had some little games that we had made out for them as well. They came in droves. I also decided that it would be a good idea to have some of the field equipment that we had used. And so with that, taught the different groups to use the binoculars, some of the methods that we use in the field. I had a recording of the Grenada dove as well, which they got to see, and a video that we got of the Grenada dove on camera traps in the field itself. And so on the tent across, I did post up some birds where they were able to read some of the writings on there. So there was a number of different things that we had planned for them today, while trying to make it fun and inclusive, so that they enjoyed learning about the Grenada dove along the way.
Okay, the action continues at the Old Trafford playing field, and we're now with the Grenada Bureau of Standards. You are?
Hi, I'm Amisha. I'm the head of standardization here at the Grenada Bureau of Standards.
The interest shown today and some of the things you've been disseminating. Talk to us about that.
All right, so as I mentioned, I'm the head of standards. So we were here sharing information on how standards are developed, what standards are, and what the functions of the Bureau are as well, because we had a lot of confusion around what we're responsible for and what we can actually do as well. So, and how much we actually need stakeholder engagement. So we were featuring that as well on this table right behind you. You will see that we were featuring some of the packaging materials that we sell at Bureau to help the agro-processors and the small businessmen.
How critical is your partnership with the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Agriculture, general government ministries partnership?
So as I mentioned, when we develop a standard, it's actually just facilitated by Bureau, okay? So we don't actually put what's in it, we ask the experts. And the experts are in the ministries. We have the experts in the Ministry of Agriculture, we have the experts in the Ministry of Health who can tell us, okay, well, if we're doing a standard for good agricultural practices, which we do have, this is what should be in it, right? This is what we should be following. And then those experts are the ones who come to the table, put these standards together, and actually make sure that we can work hand in hand, as the team says for this year, to have better food for a better world.
Some of the schools that passed through and got information from you earlier today?
Yes, we had a lot of 4-H clubs. We had a lot of different schools coming to us, and they were really excited and taking part in the games as well. And they had really good questions. You would not think that they were so interested in what was going on, but they really were. Okay. Oh, but okay, just give me 1 minute. Let me see. They just want to know some of the things on the desk. Can I have this one? That's okay.
Okay, so what we have on display, we have droppers, we have with the bottles, so amber color bottles, we have clear bottles, we have packaging items for jams and jellies, and we have packaging items if you want your fudges, if you want your shortcakes, to do your shortcakes, we have those as well. If you want to also do juices, you can put them in here. We have these bags as well. And that's all we have. We also have bottles for coconut oils and honey. You can use these too for coconut oils or honey. And we also have the seals. We have seals for ketchup. We have seals for if you want to do honeys, if you want to do close your rums, seals your rums. We have seals for those as well. And we have seals for these.
Been the questioning, the inquiring about what you do and what you have on display?
Oh, we got a lot of engagement today. A lot of children came from colleges. We also got a few 4-H visitors as well. We also got from the Anglican High School. And yes, they also played this game as well. So we have a game called Prize Drop. And so they would engage with us. They would tell us about the Bureau of Standards. And once they do so, then they would say, okay, you have a chance to get a game. Unfortunately, they take all the prizes already. They want so many prizes. We had bags, we had pens, we had keyrings and lanyards.
So as indicated, is the afternoon session of World Food Day Grand Exhibition at the Old Trafford playing field. And we're actually the roving camera for the afternoon session. So we're going over to the perennial larceny desk, and the Predier Larceny had a number of officers in training, and they graduated earlier on this year. So we're going to have someone speak to us about their work out there in the field. Tell us your name and some of the things you've been doing out there.
Good afternoon. My name is Tiffany Rajman. I am assigned to the Eastern District, that's Grenville. And some of the things that we do since we came out in June, we have been assisting farmers with reports. We have also been doing installing of the cameras. We will do market and vendors checked. We will also do checks by stopping vehicles if we suspect that they have any stolen produce. We do stakeouts at night. So these are some of the things that we are currently engaging. On display here today, we have, this is a tranquilizing gun that we use to aid in our daily activities. This is a camera that we provide the farmers with. It is free of cost for now, limited in supply as well. These here are the rechargeable batteries for the cameras. We also have the binoculars in which we use. This is the injection for the tranquilizing guns. Over here are some of the attire that we wear as part of our uniform. It comes in 3 different colors. The white and the blue is for the management team. The prevention officers would be in the gray t-shirts. We also have the raincoat and the reflective vest and the hat, which goes with the uniform.
How would you rate your success since hitting the ground in terms of curbing Predier Larceny in Grenada?
To be honest, I think we have been doing a good job, and that is based on the comments received from the farmers. I know in the eastern side, they're very happy thus far with the work that we have been putting out, and I can assure you that throughout the island, they are sharing the same sentiments.
Okay, you all recently received some equipment. I see you have on display bikes, vans, and what else?
So we have the bikes and the vans for now in terms of the transportation. Hopefully in the near future we can get more vehicles so that each district can have their own.
What would you like to say to farmers out there? Talk about the drones and then the farmers.
Yes, recently we have the drones. Some of the officers would have just finished a course in India on learning how to utilize and use the drones. And in terms of the farmers, I would like to say to them to continue encouraging us. I know we won't get everything right firsthand, but we're trying to build that hope and confidence back, and we thank them for the support.
So we can say the government of Grenada, the Ministry of Agriculture, how strong is the Predier Larceny unit?
I would say at presently it is very strong, backing by the PS of the Ministry of Agriculture and Mr. Dominic Daniel.
Thank you very much. I see you have some others. Miss, how is it going out there in the field?
It is going really well.
Your name?
Sadie Felix,
What district are you attached to?
St. David's.
How is it out there?
It is going really okay for me right now.
Tell us some of what the job entails.
Well, vendors check, farmers visit. As she said, we do vendors check, farmers visit, miss.
It's okay, relax. Yes, miss, you're a Predier Larceny officer. How is it going out there?
Yes, I am P.O. Ferguson. I'm attached to the St. David's district, and it's going pretty okay. We do have some challenges now and again, but so far I think that we're covering the Predier Larceny issue at the moment.
So, Supervisor, come and say hats off to your hardworking members. I mean, look at photograph there. I mean, the Ministry of Agriculture is really going all out to address issues affecting, which confronts farmers. How is it as supervisor of the Predier Larceny unit?
Well, as supervisor from the unit, I must say, hats off to the ministry. We've been doing a very good job at the Northern District. Yes, I'm the supervisor at the Northern District, and my team up there are doing a very good job. We engage in a lot of patrols, ambush, both day and night. We also do market patrol, visit the vendors, check out for the receipt of the produce they purchase. We also do observation at the nutmeg station where they purchase nutmeg. So we do a wide variety of patrols, and we also engage in radio program, school visit, and we intend to do a lot more. Yes, the unit is very new, and I'm expecting the farmers, and I'm going to say to the farmers, continue supporting, continue making the report to the product lasting unit. That is how we will know that something is happening, so that we can at least help them in the situation.
So thank you very much, officers. Oh, I'm bumping into the head of the Predial Larceny unit, who's been working so hard, and he knows how the rigors go because he's an ex-police officer as well. Tell us about some of the hard drive or initiatives undertaken to curb Predial larceny in Grenada.
Well, as it stands now, the officers are presently in the 5 different districts. We tailor our activities in a way to manage the issues that we are having out there. All right, the duties that are tailored in such a way that you'll be out there on patrol at a particular time. You have observation by officers, on different occasions, and our engagement with the farmers, in particular, right, at least give us an insight as to the issues that they are having, and assist us in structuring our activities, to combat the whole issue of Predial larceny.
Mr. Daniel, high commendation has been coming in about your drive and the fact that you're sticking to the grind to ensure that the Ministry of Agriculture can give good account of working along with farmers. How has that been?
Very well. I must say that we've been getting some good feedback from the farmers when we engage them. We ensure that we visit the farmers on the farm, so we can see firsthand the situation, and so we're able to explain to us what they are encountering, and together we discuss issues, and we're able to identify actions that we need to take.
One of the issues raised was a hotline for Predial larceny. How are we with that?
Yes, so this is one of our intentions. There used to be a hotline when in the initial stage when the team were managed by the police. And we are in the process of reactivating that line. And as soon as we do so, we will let the public know.
How strong are you in terms of size of unit?
Oh, great. Well, we are happy to have working with us presently, working officers, 44 officers presently. All right, so yeah, we have 44 officers working presently. So we are able to distribute them around the state, and to ensure that we are providing the service in each of the district, the agricultural district. So.
Thank you and congratulations, PS.
Right,
I'm throwing you live. PS, we're live. The afternoon session of the grand exhibition of World Food Day. PS, what's your impression so far? Just a quick impression. PS, you cannot run away from that. We're live. PS, come. You can't run away. Look at a food land over there, which is not a supermarket. PS, it has definitely been a very impressive and large-scale exhibition today. What's your sentiments, further sentiments?
I'm just coming in. I came in for the opening ceremony. I left, so I just came back. So I just need to take a walk around to see what it's like.
Okay, well, it's nice having you. I didn't know you traveled.
Yes, I left.
Okay. So actually, to our viewers, we're about to walk into a food land. And when I say a food land, I'm not speaking a supermarket. I'm talking about local foods. The Ministry of Agriculture, Lands and Forestry has a tagline, ensuring food and nutrition for all. And we can see that tagline definitely demonstrated here today by officers of the Eastern, Northern, Western, and Southern Division. So I am going to hand the mic over to a very hard-working extension officer who's going to give us a runaround of all the foods on display. I see noni, I see grapefruit and golden apples and ground provision, and there is ground provision over there, a very famous bread nut and water nut. Tell us how things went into putting all of these together.
Okay, good afternoon. My name is Brendalyn Samuel Chance, and I'm attached to the Eastern Agriculture District. So what you see here is a mixture between the 4 districts. As she said, the Northern, Southern, Western, and Eastern District. So the farmers we normally service, we went out and we asked for a little of all that they have. Knowingly, because of the dry season, we didn't have as much, but we're pretty satisfied with the quantity and quality that we received. We have root crops, although the focus is on spices. We take root crop, we had bread nuts, avocado, different varieties. We have cucumber, strawberry, mint, and there are different varieties of mint. We have ginger, tomatoes, different varieties. We have carrot, okra, eggplant, cabbages, both the purple and the green, lemongrass, coconut. We have passion fruit, lemon, golden apple, poido. Yes, this is poido. Okay, and then we have the sour ghost for grapefruit. We have the bergamot, noni, peppers, ackee, and we all should know by now that we don't eat them unless they're open by themselves. We have string beans, half yard, and this is the 1 yard. Sweet potato from the Chinese Agricultural Mission. This table is from the Chinese Agricultural Mission. So we're... I'm seeing vegetables and fruits. Yes, this is a continuation from us. On the phone. We have watermelon here. We have citrus, ugly fruit, lemon, orange, navel orange. We have papaya, another batch of ugly fruit. You have the long one and the flat one. You have pumpkin, you have bolly, mandarin. Although we are affected with the citrus greening, we're pretty satisfied with the amount of citrus that we received this year. And we must say thank you to the farmers for as much as they gave us. And we have watermelon and another variety of papaya.
Talk to us about the work. Speak to us a little about the work of the extension officers along with the farmers of the nation.
Okay, we as extension officers, we are the middlemen between the farmers and the Ministry of Agriculture. So on a daily basis, we go around giving technical support to the farmers, taking back the concerns and queries to the ministry for attention, and then we give them the feedbacks. We are very versed at what we do. What we don't know, we take it to the experts. Pest management has the expert, livestock has an expert. So whatever the concern is, we take it to the relevant people in that department so that we can get the solution to the farmer's problem. And also we do general extension. We're not specified in any particular area. We service all the farmers, be it livestock. Under livestock, you have poultry, small ruminants, large ruminants, and we do general tree crop cultivation and vegetable cultivation. So as I said, our job is not an easy one. Presently, the farmers have the main challenge with the condition of the farm roads, and we're trying to address that as a ministry. So we hope that in the future, production can be increased, thus improving the livelihood of the farmers and the country on a whole.
I would like you to encourage the general public to grow local, eat local, plant more backyard gardening, get off the smartphone and plant peas and corn and potato and beans and all of the things that children and young adults of long ago used to engage in.
Okay, we all should eat fresh fruits and vegetables to improve our health, and we know of the chronic diseases we are faced with as a nation. So we advise farmers and householders to plant as small as it is so that you would increase healthy eating at your home level before you can sell the excess to gain extra money to buy what you don't grow. But we encourage you to eat fresh locally produced homegrown food daily to improve your livelihood and your health, increase your health condition, and decrease the level of chronic illnesses that we face.
I want to throw you under the bus with one final issue. How important it is for our farmers to secure plants so that we can maintain our indigenous species, our indigenous varieties of crops.
It's very important that farmers should secure planting materials for the next season. In so doing, we encourage farmers that the first harvest of that crop, that you secure the best, so that when we replant, you will get higher yields, better quality to supply to the nation.
So honestly, listeners, I feel reluctant to leave the display put on by the extension divisions. And I want to take the opportunity on behalf of the minister and the ministry to thank the hard-working team. You see them all standing here. This gentleman is always in the field. These ladies are always in every training. And they're a very hard-working bunch of individuals. So we want to say the extension division is alive. Farmers, if you have a problem, please contact the Ministry of Agriculture, and the extension officers would get in contact with you. So I am making my way slowly. I see a department here called Coral Restoration Project, Safety at Sea, closed season for the fisheries, and I'm joined by...
Hi, my name is Zina Paisidi. I am Head Fisheries Warden at the Ministry of Blue Economy and Marine Affairs. And here today we're trying to publicize that even though the open season of the lobsters and the lambies is now, we're trying to preserve the population. So right now we're seeing a lot of over-harvesting of young juvenile lambie, the queen conch, and the lobsters. This is a spiny lobster, and sorry. And usually we have a specific measurement and size that we will prefer to harvest. And with the lambies, we try to go. Well, this is more of the problem. The lambie overharvesting the undersized lambie, because we're seeing a lot of the fishermen coming up with. This is undersized, so we're looking for 18 centimeters and over, and a flared lip. Because if we keep taking the small ones, we will not be able to get adults in order to reproduce and to, rejuvenize the population in Grenada. We had a boom in lambie industry, but recently we have a decline in numbers. So, for the public of Grenada, we're asking you please to harvest sustainably. Yes, we need them for food, but at the same time, we need to secure our future. Food for our future population, our future children, and in order to do that, we need to think about the future when we're harvesting. Thank you.
But you made a very interesting point, because so often people say government should do this, government should do that, the ministry should do this, but the onus is on the persons, the divers, the fishermen, the agriculturists, or farmers. And in this case, you are featuring protection of the lambie and other species. Some very good points here. Any other initiative? I see you have safety at sea. Would you like to say something on that?
We have some safety at sea equipment at the back. We have some radio. We have some the GPS system, and these are newly introduced. We're trying to cooperate with the upcoming ban in January, and some of these things will help implement new fishing habits that would help our fisheries industry grow. We also have free books on safety at sea. A lot of fishermen go there with all the right knowledge on how to prepare for emergencies, how to take care of themselves, how to prevent certain accidents from happening. So it's accessible to the public. If any fishermen need a copy of these books or these reading materials, it's open to them.
It's interesting because, again, we have fishermen going out, and the first thing the families say when they're missing, where's the Coast Guard, where's the police? But safety measures are important. we're going to take a walk over. If I can find my camera person with me, we're taking a walk over to this department where I'll hand you over to Mr. Vincent. I'm seeing a variety of CMOS. Tell us a little on that.
This CMOS farmer, I don't know much about it. He'll be here in a while, but I know we have the green CMOS, the purple, and the gold. And then he have some specimen from things he make from CMOS. I still don't know the names. Yes, CMOS products. Hold on. Yeah. That's CMOS product, eh? CMOS,
Okay, Mr. Vincent, yes, tell us about some of your safety measures.
Okay. Here we have these safety departments. So we have the life jackets, different types of life jackets. You have this type, that type, and this two. Different types. Then we have a signal horn for in case you're in peril or in danger. You use the horn to signal another boat or other boats passing.
Can you say a little on compliance by fishermen? Are they really complying with standards and measures and regulations set out by the fisheries division?
Yes. The fishermen have now realized that going to sea with all these safety equipments is a no-no. So they are coming on board with us, getting all the equipments. Matter of fact, we have a training coming up very soon where all the safety equipment will be on demonstration. Teach them how to use it, like the life jackets, the horn, GPS, radio, flares, different type of flares. All these things will take place very soon, a training course. So here we're just showcasing some of them. We do not have any flares as such because there is some big name.
Person. I don't know if that's what.
Yeah. So that's it, and then we have the bilge pump. A bilge pump, so that pump will take the water from inside the boat to outside the boat. We put that pump in the bilge of the boat, right in the bottom of the boat, and then it takes the water out. Fire extinguisher. In case of fire on board, they have fire extinguisher, which most of the boats do not have at the moment, but they are trying to get them to use them, have them on board. Because not too long ago, I think two boats burnt. Not too long ago. Yeah, they had fire on board. So we're trying to get them to have extinguishers on board. Yep.
One final question, though, or one final chit-chat among us. Can you appeal to fishermen out there in terms of preserving the variety, not harvesting those that are with eggs or just had young ones, that sort of area?
Okay, for the fish, they won't know who have eggs and who don't have eggs. They won't know that. So the thing is that when they catch them, they're already dead. But the lobsters, lambi, they could know often if they have eggs. So they would know that to catch the lobsters that have eggs, those that molten is those that just changing skin, or the young ones. They know that because already we have started to monitor them. All lobster fishermen, lambi fishermen, measuring them for size and the body. Sometimes the fishermen remove the eggs, but they do not realize that even though they remove the eggs, we could know that they had eggs. You understand? So, yeah, they're complying now. Yeah.
Okay. And would you say that we are continuing to see increased catch and a constant supply of fish on a local market?
At the moment, most demersal species are the same because the pelagic season is just coming in. But the demersal species is fish that are always at the bottom of the sea, so they're always there. But the pelagic species, they move around the world. So they're just coming back into our section. So the season just started. So you will see some tunas, some ocean gar, marlin, It was the same thing I'm there, but yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Vincent.
No problem.
Have a good afternoon. So it's World Food Day Grand Exhibition 2025, and we're walking from the sea into the agronomy division. And agronomy has an army of officers here, but we have with us the chief agronomist in the Ministry of Agriculture. Can you tell us about your display and the role of the agronomy division? I see you have a very strong team here.
So yes, we do have a very, very large team, a team of 50 officers, technical officers, drivers, agricultural workers. So our display starts here. So the agronomy division, on display we have all of the spices that we propagate on our station. As this year the team, or we would be focusing on spices. So we have from the black pepper, we have the cinnamon, cardamom, we have clove, ginger, nutmeg. We have all of the spices here. We don't just have the spices on display. All of our technical officers here have a wealth of knowledge of how to grow, how to propagate the various spices. We also have booklets, technical production guides on. We also have booklets on the various spices. So a practical guide for propagation and cultivation for our farmers. So as they pass by, we have those that we can offer to the farmers, offer to stakeholders. We also have simple facts on the various spices. So we have a wealth of information. Also we have, as the agronomy division, we do not only propagate spices, we propagate the ornamentals. So here we have, and these are for sale, some of the ornamentals that we propagate, just a few, not all of the ornamentals that we propagate. We also have our team that's responsible for the estate market, the weekly estate market, and they're here. We have a number of the produce produced on our estates here for sale as well. So we have a good display, a good team, and we are happy to be here and to be a part of this exhibition.
The agronomy division runs 3 propagation stations, Maribor, Ashendon, and Maran. How is production? What is the production level at these stations?
So we run 4 propagation stations. So we have Boulogne propagation station, Maran propagation station, Maribor at Maribor station, and Maribor station. So production is going well. We are in the process now of preparing for next year's plant distribution season, which will begin in June 2026. So we have started propagation of the various plants, including the spices. The plan is to increase the propagation of the spices, and that is to aid in the resuscitation of the sector after the passing of Hurricane Beryl last year. So we are going to increase definitely our production. We already started.
I see you have some seeds here, but I noticed the Minister for Agriculture, Minister Lennox Andrews. I noticed the Minister for Agriculture doing a tour. And again, I said this is an afternoon session of the Grand Exhibition. Minister, no doubt an impressive display for World Food Day 2025.
Well, those who have doubts, they should come and see. Right? As I say, the eating is the putting is in the eating, that's all. So when they come and they see, they eat, they taste, they will get the vibes. Yeah? So this is a real demonstration of what we've been doing over the last few months, especially after Beryl. You could see that the 34 million EC dollars that we pump back into the sector is now yielding great fruits with this high level of production, right? Not just for agriculture, but also in agro-processing. When you go across and you see the number of agro-processors and the quality of their produce, you have to feel happy and you have to feel proud. Good? So I want you to make a nice story out of this display, this exhibition we had here this afternoon? Good? Put everything on television. Let the people of Grenada see what is happening, so they will get a sense in truth and in fact that we have returned to our early years of production, and we are producing. Our country is productive, our people very productive, and the production is manifested in all this output we see on display here at World Food Day.
In spite of the climatic conditions, I want you to encourage our farmers to stick to the task.
No, but it is obvious. I mean, the farmers understand this thing more than me. Good? The farmers know very well that notwithstanding whatever weather pattern that we may have, production must take place. And what we did during the year is that we provided the farmer with adequate support. We gave them irrigation facilities. We are giving them very cheap fertilizers. We've been providing them with constant training, little sessions every now and then, how to deal with production. Many of them are now familiar with climate smart agricultural practices, and you're seeing it here. Good? So the farmers are equipped. They're very much equipped. And that is why we have so much production right now taking place in this country. All right?
Minister, it has been very encouraging to see the school children and other patrons turning out here today.
And I was amazed to see their happiness. Them children are happy. Right? Their children, they're very happy. And you can see most of them now have the mind focus on agricultural science and on getting involved in agricultural production. So, hats off to the Ministry of Finance and the staff for a job well done today. Ministry of Agriculture, I don't know why I keep saying finance. Ministry of Agriculture and the staff, sorry.
I am going to invade the privacy of the former Agriculture Minister who's on tour at this grand World Food Day exhibition. Minister Thomas, your impression?
Well, World Food Day has always been a great day, and I'm happy to see so much food is being produced in Grenada, and so many producers are going the agro-processing way. They are not only eating it fresh, but they are putting value to it, and that's a very good sign. I'm also impressed with the animals. Wow. I mean, a lot of people are now saying that they will be going into animal production. What I saw on exhibition there is very, very interesting, and I know that a lot of Grenadians will get big and producing their own protein.
Definitely a positive impression for tourism industry as well, that marriage between agriculture and tourism.
Well, the hoteliers has been crying out, the restaurants have been crying out that they have to import so much different food stuff, including fruits and vegetables, ground provision, animal products. We have so much that the hoteliers are asking for, and they're not getting it. So I hope this is an indication that there are better days to come in Grenada, so the agricultural sector can support the tourism sector.
Thank you, Minister.
You're most welcome.
Ms. Haynes, I'm seeing over here coconut. There is concern that a lot of work needs to go into, Ms. Haynes, agronomist, revitalizing the coconut industry. You have coconut, you have the dry nut. Tell us some of the other seeds and samples that you have.
So a key function that of the agronomy division, Ministry of Agriculture, is to provide the vital planting materials needed by farmers to establish their crops. So we do keep and we do produce a number of seeds. Our open pollinated corn seeds, we do the peas, we do okra, peppers, for example. We have fields of coconuts. We keep our fields so that we can generate the nuts needed to provide to farmers. We have recently imported in July over 14,000 coconut seeds so that we can make the planting materials available to farmers so that they can increase production. Because overall, we are looking at the entire value chain for coconut. We are looking at Grenada, we have the potential. The demand is there for coconut, for water nuts, for the jelly, and for a wide range of processed products, value-added products. So our role as the agronomy division is to ensure that farmers have the required amount of planting material so that we can up and increase production.
Final comments, Ms. Haynes?
I just wanted to say we have also with us all of our supervisors of all the various stations. So if you want, I can introduce you to the supervisors with me. I have the manager of Maribor Agriculture Station, Mr. Sherwin Joseph, and he would make some comments. We also have the manager of Ashenden. We have from and from Moran. I'm not seeing from Moran here, but yeah.
Mr. Joseph, come this way. Mr. Joseph, this exhibition is no doubt one of the largest. It's been really a successful year, and a lot of work went into the processes at Maribor, Ashendon, Boulong, and Moran. Tell us of your engagement at Maribor Propagation Station.
Great. So as the manager of the station, we strive for, I would say, perfection or as close as possible to it. Right? We do a number of economic plants, including spices, major fruits, major spices like nutmeg and cinnamon and cloves, and even some of the minor fruits and spices also. Right? So we do a lot of propagation via budding and grafting. We have, currently we are in a stage of propagating plants for the following plant distribution season. Right? So following that, then we will open to the public, and most people will get their grafted mangoes, their grafted avocados, and hopefully some citrus this year. Right? We're really working tediously to get that. However, other minor fruits like, for example, your cherries, your plums, your carambolas, and other spices, we'll have that available for you also. Not forgetting our major spice, nutmeg. Right? Nutmeg is something that we're really trying to push so that we can recover our nutmeg industry, which is so vital to our economy. Another group of plants we're trying to push also, as you can see over here, is the black pepper and cardamom, and also the vanilla also.
Oh, take the mic and show us here.
So here we have the cardamom plant. Cardamom, it's a ginger also, it's from the ginger species. And the spice itself is a small fruit. This one is not producing as because it's a young plant. But it's a small fruit with some dark seeds inside, and the seeds itself are the spices. Here we got the black pepper, the same black pepper that we use in restaurants and seasoning and so forth for anything spicy. Black pepper, this is the plant here. All of these plants are suited for our environment, so I think farmers should not be afraid of trying these plants, and as we have them to distribute, you can always come by the station, request the amount. If you don't have it in stock, we will definitely prepare for you for future planting, right? Another set of plants we have here also is our turmeric, right, that's below. Some of our clove here also. So turmeric and cloves, and we are missing our nutmeg. Oh, no, nutmeg is there, and the vanilla. Right? And we also have some ginger plants available at the station also. We encourage homeowners to come in and purchase some of the gingers to have in your backyard. Major farmers, we don't recommend you come to purchase gingers like this. We will have rhizomes themselves, so you can plant for large-scale events, right? Besides propagation of plants, I can say that we do a lot of work in fertilizer. We have a lot of fertilizers for sale also. We are about to put on stream also sterilized soil for sale, hopefully. So that will also improve the homeowners aspect. So we want everyone to engage into agriculture, right? We want everyone in Grenada to be able to plant a plant, and so kids growing up be able to say, okay, I planted this, I planted that already. So we really, at Maribor Propagation Station, we are preparing for this next generation and encouraging agriculture in our economy, right? I think that's our job, and we'll move forward with that. Thanks.
We also have with us another supervisor from one of our propagation stations. Sir, please join us. So tell us your name and which station you're at.
All right, so my name is, my name is Isaac Thomas. I'm at the Ashendon Propagation Station. We focus mainly on flowers and ornamentals. And this year we want to focus heavily on cocoa production because we lost quite a bit of cocoa during barrel. So we want to do enough plants so that we can increase the production of cocoa.
How significant is the work of what you do at the various propagation stations to sustainable agriculture?
Well, it's very important, very, very significant. It cannot be overemphasized that we need to provide the plantlets so that the farmers can actually have them. provide the technical assistance to make sure that the plants is available to them as well. The people in the flower industry, they depend on our propagation station very much. And high demand is the exoras, the hibiscus and others. So we continue to do quite a bit of that so that we can meet the demand out there. Particularly with the passage barrel again. You find a high demand of plants, those flowers for hedges from the folks in Carriacou because they need to replant. So we actually trying to make sure that when they make their requests, we can provide those plants for them.
And we want to extend our appreciation to all the hard workers at the various propagation stations. We know it's a lot of backbending and tilling the soil and creating the right pots and so forth.
Yeah. I just want to commend them for their tremendous effort that they're putting in. We want to recognize them. We want to also encourage them to know that their work is appreciated and valued highly. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, to all our viewers, we are leaving the agronomy division and we're heading over to agro-processing and as well the veterinary department. In January of 2025, Grenada imported over 400 purebred animals. So at the moment we have a display of purebred and we have Dr. Cummings and Dr. Saint Bernard. The camera is rolling. We're over at the livestock division, so we're inviting you to come chat with us on these purebred animals. So take us from the top here, what we have here. Take the mic and walk us down.
All right. So we have here on display some of the animals that were imported in January. All right. So we see now that they have grown very well because they came in at around 3 to 4 months. Yeah. No. He's just a very friendly goat. He wants to play. They're very social. Very social. Very social. Very playful. So this is for breeding. All right. So this breed in particular, this is a Nubian. All right. Their purpose includes meat production and milk production. So this is a dual purpose breed. They give very good quality milk with high butter fat. So their milk is usually used for cheese production. Yeah.
So I would tell you that, we commonly say John public, but the public is really crying out for increased goat milk and goat cheese. Yeah. So we on the right track?
We're on the perfect track. Yeah. Because
this one want to talk to me.
I'm telling you, they're very social goats. No, he just want to play. He would lick you. If you give him a chance, he would actually kiss you. Yeah. So that's how we manage them on the farm.
So we have one breed of goat here.
Yeah. So this is Nubian. These are Nubians.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Nubians. Milk and meat. Yeah. So dual purpose. Some people might say this is your perfect goat, and in addition to that, they're tolerant to parasites, and they're very heat resistant. So perfect for our part of the world.
Okay. And what do we have here?
All right. So this is a boa. All right, our red boa specifically, yeah. So this is bred for meat. In fact, this is considered the best meat goat ever. All right, because they have good muscling, very thick muscling, early maturing, so they mature very early. All right, and their meat actually is a very good quality, yeah. Good mixture of fat and lean, yeah. They've been here before. We've had a number of them before, but these that we bring in, they're slightly different. They have been selected somewhat for more parasite resistance to those that were here previously.
And in
this is a dopper.
A dopper.
Yeah, so this is a meat sheep. So of all the hair sheep that exist, this one is the best for meat. Okay. They grow extremely fast and their muscles are very thick. So they have what I call a well-developed muscle. Yeah, and again, very heat tolerant, does well in this part of the world. Yeah, and the meat quality is superior.
Just to divert a bit. Okay, the black belly here, famous in Barbados, I would guess, and we're trying to reintroduce them again in Grenada. Yep. Tell us about.
Right, as you rightfully said, we're reintroducing them. So we know over the years, black belly has always been our favorite. and for good reasons. All right, they're very tolerant to this part of the world. They're actually considered drought resistant, not just heat resistant. So even in the extreme of heat, they still do well, and they're also parasite resistant. One of the most parasite resilient breed that exists. All right, so they thrive on very little resources. Yeah, so we definitely had to include black belly in the program, okay, because they've done so well over the years, and farmers love black belly. They've been requesting black belly, and we listened. All right, so yes, Catadine, yes, Catadine. So Catadine again is another meat sheep, okay? These are known for having a very big carcass. All right, so of all the sheep that we see here, they will get the biggest. They will get very tall and very long. These will be very big animals. Yeah, very big animals and very gentle compared to the others. Yeah, the black belly and the dopper could be a little bit, aggressive at times, but these are gentle giants. Yeah, gentle giants grow well. Again, known to be heat tolerant, not as heat tolerant as the black belly, but they do well again in this part of the world. Yeah, so this would definitely be a good addition to our genetic pool in Grenada. Yeah.
So in local Palang, we're looking good regarding livestock.
Man, we're looking perfect. I think this is the best we've ever looked, I would say, in my lifetime. Yeah, yeah.
How's the engagement with farmers going?
Excellent. Even today, farmers are very interested. I have a bias. To me, farmers are more interested in this aisle than everywhere else. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of the school children. Where are the pigs? People were looking forward to, even if it's one. Or we should have bring a hose and wet them down and create a little mud area for them. Where are the pigs?
Well, the pigs, we didn't bring the pigs today because, again, outside is a little bit hot. We don't want to put them through that, heat because they're not as tolerant to heat as the sheep and the goats. Yeah, but they're doing very well. In fact, they're huge, and they would have required much more accommodation if we had to bring them in addition to the heat. Yeah, because they're actually massive pigs. These are the biggest pigs on island right now.
When is the next, as we on the topic, vaccination of animals?
Well, the Ministry of Health and Ministry of Agriculture, yeah. Every year there's a collaboration, yeah, providing vaccination, to a pocket of farmers, yeah. There is a discussion for doing it during the next break, school break. I usually do it during the school break when school children are home to assist, because when parents are out, during the daytime, oftentimes, animals will be missed. But when the children are there, they will be able to bring them for the vaccination. That is the next period where we're hoping to have the program going again. But farmers can still make the request, because we still do vaccinate individual farmers. And right now we know that the mongoose population is exponentially growing, and we are actually seeing more and more cases of rabies. Yeah, and that is an alarm, because historically we used to see about 5 cases a year of rabid animals. Now we're seeing 5 cases a month. All right, so that is extremely alarming. So it is something that we need to address significantly coming into next year. All right, we would have more aggressive program addressing that issue.
Talk about young people involvement.
Well, today is very exciting because I did mention that we saw a lot of people coming and visit these animals, see what's going on this side, in terms of the exhibition. And I must say the majority of the people that came were actually young people. Young people of various ages, including a lot of school children. So this speaks well for the future of agriculture. And we always say, we as vets and production specialists, we always say, if you want to attract young people into agriculture, animals is always your best option. Yeah. For some reason, young people tend to gravitate towards them. Yeah. They can pull a crowd any day. Yeah. And that is exciting, because we know a lot of the food that we import into Grenada, they're products of animal origin. Okay, so if we can get young people to actually increase animal production, we know definitely we could have a reduction in importation of food in this country.
So what you're actually witnessing is the agro-processing display tent or booths. And oh my gosh, it is impressive. Rastaman, how we look with spices today?
Right now, we are lovely spices here, man.
And you're fixing up a guitar as well?
Yeah, that's my girl. She never vexed me. All right, so when I come here and I see so much of product, I feel we should do that more regular. And I see so much of people like they participating in the local product, they eating some of the local product. People who do, especially by the St. George's side, we in the countryside, well, we are accustomed to that, but people down in the country, in the town side, what not so accustomed to this product, and I see they gravitating it. So what I encouraging, like, we could do that more regular, so the people could eat more local food. Well, this is what I have here. This is the Bourbon. This here is the Jira. This here is the Jira. This here is the cayenne pepper. That is the grind spice here. Right here. We have the Morby here. We have the nutmeg here. Right. Then here we have grind clove. We have whole clove. Here we have cola nut grind. Here we have the local turmeric. Right here now we have the bay leaf. And on this side here now we have the moringa. Here we have the Morby and the anisin. So let's keep the local product, flowing in Grenada. I see the people gravitating it and they like it. So encouraging like that we do more of that. Not only on World Food Day, but we could do it more regular.
Where do you grow your spices?
I grow it in St. Patrick's. I live at St. Patrick's, Prospect St. Patrick's. Well, I have a lot of spices, but not all time it come from my land. I buy it from people because that's my daily business, what I deal with. That's my daily, that's my daily works, like selling spices and things. As I established Spiceman in Grenada, doing that for a couple of years now, selling for the people. I don't really sell for the tourists, but because I get support from the local people, so I just keep it like that.
What's your impression of World Food Day this year?
Well, to me, I don't know if it's the venue, the space. Well, it's very good because for last year on the carnage, or year before, year before in on the carnage, I didn't see much people. It was crowded, but here I could see a lot of different people gravitating and they love it. So we need to keep it up and continue feeding the people with the local stuff. Give thanks.
Thank you. So we're going to zoom through the agro-processing. Wow, that's a large display of agro-processing products and from exhibitors. I think I want to speak to this lady here with these local drinks. Let's go check to see how is she doing. Miss, give us a quick comment of what drinks you offer here.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, your name?
My name is Kishira Charles. So today we had some local slushies. We had tamarind, passion fruit, pineapple. And so when we local finished, I did one artificial like the regular for the kids. So the only thing I left with right now is tamarind and blueberry.
What is the response like in terms of persons moving around today?
Great. And persons are gravitating to the local. So for Christmas, we'll have sorrel, ginger beer, mobby, the whole works.
Okay, so you're call an agro-processor?
Yeah, I would say that. So I'm planning on launching in January, not for Christmas because we have things scheduled for Christmas already. So come January, we'll have a variety.
Thank you very much. So we're zooming past the agro-processing department because we promised to pay a visit to the land use department. So this is the afternoon session. Let's take a shot of this man. And we're coming to you live from the Old Trafford playing field, where we're trying to give you a scope of what's actually happening for World Food Day celebrations. But I must say, I must say it's been a huge exhibition. One of the biggest display of agricultural produce, various departments, value chain partners. And I have here Mr. Joseph Noel of the Land Use Department. Mr. Noel, give us an analysis of your department, services offered, and projects that you're working on.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So we are the officers at the Land Use Division of the Ministry of Agricultural Lands and Forestry. The Land Use Division, one of the main services that we provide is irrigation support to the farmers of our country. So we provide free of cost irrigation assessment, the designs of the irrigation systems for the farmers, and also preparing the bill of quantities for the different pieces of irrigation equipment and fittings and so that the farmers have to get. So these services we provide free of cost to the farmers. Also at the Land Use Division, we have a repository of various types of data, important data such as hydrometeorological data. The Land Use Division collaborates closely with NAWASA and the Grenada Met Office in managing our network of automatic weather stations, or what we call hydrometeorological stations, which are positioned in different parts of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. So we have data on rainfall, temperature, wind speed, wind direction, relative humidity, soil moisture, etc. Okay, all right. So yeah, other data that we have available at the Land Use Division includes LiDAR data, topographical data. So whether we're talking about slope contours, DTM, DM, and the likes. So we have this wide range of data that available at the Land Use Division. So for example, private companies or different ministries, when they want to undertake certain projects and so on, they may come to us to get certain data in order to do certain assessments before construction works can begin and so on like that. So we have a wide range of data available, critical data, available at the Land Use Division to provide to our stakeholders.
It seems that the cultural aspect is competing with us because the band is practicing, so we'd like your officers to say briefly some of their work engagements.
Oh, of course, no problem. But just before I go to them, I would just like to speak about a particular project, one of the several projects that the Land Use Division is involved in implementing, and that is the G-Cruise project, specifically the Challenge Fund for Agriculture initiative, which falls under Component 2 of the G-Cruise project. And under the Challenge Fund for Agriculture, support is being provided to farmers with regards to rainwater harvesting, water efficient irrigation systems, be it drip irrigation or micro sprinkler, and also support is being provided to them under the CFA for shade houses, right? So you see on this...
There's a lot of services offered out there, offered to farmers by the Ministry of Agriculture.
Yes, yes. So on display you would see some of the irrigation equipment that is being distributed to farmers under the G-Cruise project, Challenge Fund for Agriculture. So also another service that we provide at the Land Use Division is unmanned aerial vehicle services, or what we call drone services. So we have an officer that is responsible for conducting drone flights, and he's able to do the maps and so on afterwards. So that's Mr. Leon Williams. He'll speak a bit about that. And we have our irrigation technician, Miss Celia Edwards. So she will go a bit more in the technical aspects with regards to the equipment that we have on display here. So, Miss Edwards, you want to go first and speak about irrigation and the items we have on display here?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Noel. Hello, everyone. It's good to be here. So from the Land Use Division, we provide irrigation support to farmers throughout Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. We have here on display a number of items for designing irrigation systems. We have main lines and fittings. We have laterals, sub-main lines and fittings. We also have a number of hydrants and valves that we need to complete the irrigation system, whether it be drip irrigation and micro sprinkler. Okay. Right, so here, for example, we have 32 millimeter elbows. We also have 1-inch filters, water filters, that is to clean the water, purify the water to make sure that there isn't any debris and silt built up in the system for especially clogging of the drip lines. We want to ensure that the system is functioning efficiently. We also have some tees. We have some ball valves and adapters. We have also clamp saddles, micro sprinklers, and other fittings. So this is just a sample of what we offer in terms of irrigation equipment. Here. The lines? Okay. Right, so this here is the main line. This is 2-inch main line. We also have the 32 millimeter, one of the laterals that we use for micro sprinkler and drip irrigation connection, and we also have the 1-inch lines and the 16 millimeter drip lines. Yeah.
Oh, Jonal. So just you could think quickly about. You could just say what you do. You could just speak about what you do as a GIS technician. Right. So here I want to introduce you to another officer at the Land Use Division, Ms. Jonelle MacDonald, and she's one of our 2 GIS technicians. So we have 2 GIS officers, Mr. Kenton Fletcher and Ms. Jonelle MacDonald. So Ms. Jonelle will speak about the work that she does as a GIS officer.
Hi, so I'm Jonelle MacDonald. Basically, we deal with data collection, we manage database, and the creation of maps. Anything to do with mapping? Yeah.
I know you're looking sexy.
We are actually, oh my gosh, we're competing with the band because it's at the time for the cultural aspect of the grand exhibition. But we have joining us soon Mr. Leon Williams, who is a drone demonstration technician, or how is he?
He's a UAV technician, the unmanned aerial vehicle technician in the land use division. So he's coming with a drone to do a demonstration of conducting a drone flight.
But
hello, I'm Darrell Thomas, and I'm the agromet officer for the land use division. And I mainly collect rainfall data and management of the agromet stations around the island.
Right, so this was Mr. Darrell Thomas, our agro-meteorological officer in the land use division, and he's responsible for going out every day to collect the rainfall data from our manual rainfall gauges. And also Mr. Darrell Thomas is responsible for checking up on the automatic weather stations together with officers from NAWASA and the Met Office, right? He's responsible along with those officers for the maintenance of our automatic weather stations, which make up our hydrometeorological system. So we have our UAV technician, Mr. Leon Williams, and he will demonstrate to us what he's good at and what he usually does, right, in terms of conducting drone flights, to take drone photos and videos, right? And after he captures those shots, he's able to create maps as well, using specialized software as well, yes.
This is a Mavic 3. Yes, as Mr. Noah said, my name is Leon Williams. I'm the person responsible for drone use in the Ministry of Agriculture, Land Use Division. This is one of the many drones I use at the Ministry to capture data and produce maps, process. So this is an agricultural drone. That's a DJI Mavic 3M Enterprise. It's a drone designed specifically for agricultural purposes, in the sense of this drone could actually scan and tell you of plant health, yes, and many other functions. So I'm going to give a little demonstration a little flying demonstration.
Following which, we'll be forced to wrap up our interactive segment on the afternoon session because it's time to hand over to the band for the cultural presentation. But viewers, it has been an interesting afternoon. The volume of exhibitors and products on display is just way above average. It's been exceptional this year. So following the drone display, we'll hand you directly over to Nick Charles at Master Control. And it has been a pleasure coming to you from the Old Trafford playing field. Yeah, we're still on the drone. Yeah, we're still on the drone. So we're getting ready. So you see that the Ministry of Agriculture is fully equipped in handling every aspect of data collection, in every aspect of whatever work, Mr.
Post-processing and map creation.
Right, and map creation. Thank you. Let's go. So we're coming to you live from the Old Trafford playing field, and we're trying to wrap up so we can hand over to the musicians. And this is just demonstrating some of the activities that the Ministry of Agriculture is fully equipped to handle. That is from the Land Use Division. Back to you, Nick Charles. Keep the footage on. We have the drone demonstration. Keep the footage on a bit. It has been a pleasure being with our viewers. It should have been an hour, but honestly, the exhibition has been so grand. We kept moving from one to the next, and still we have not touched quarter of the displays here today. It is rather interesting to see. It's rather interesting to see the many schools who turned out here, which turned out here today. Several schools from St. Andrew, from St. George's, and the general public. So we're at Old Trafford playing field getting a final demo before we hand you over to the band, because it's actually time for cultural presentation. We're actually robbing them of the time, but...
1, 2.
The Ministry of Agriculture is inviting all of Grenada to join in the national observance of World Food Day 2025, guided by the theme Hand in Hand for Better Food and a Better Future. Our national celebrations will run from October 13th, culminating with the grand exhibition at the Old Trafford playing field, Tantine, on Friday, October 17th, 2025. Let us all unite to make this year's event the very best, connecting householders, farmers, agricultural partners, schools, and community groups. International World Food Day observance, October 16th. National World Food Day celebrations, October 13th to the 17th. Be a part of Grenada's food security drive.